Yeah. First book of Maccabees, part two for layman's. You know what I'm saying? 101 for dummies. Well, I'm not calling you dummy. You big dummy. I'm not calling you that. I'm a red foxy with it. I ain't trying to be a douche, but I am trying to bring out the proof, man. Why would the Catholics hold this in their book, but not want it for the people that they claim Christianity is for? Yeah, I am very vehemently letting you know that what you're about to hear is, well, something that you should know if you really want to claim the Bible as the word of the Most High God. Then you better go back and ask the Pope why they exclude this from the book, and they don't teach the law of the Torah. But I've said enough. Let's let him tell you a little bit more.
And there came out of them a wicked root, Antiochus, surnamed Epiphanes, son of Antiochus the king, who had been an hostage at Rome. And he reigned in the 137th year of the kingdom of the Greeks.
A.D.
In those days went there out of Israel wicked men,
What?
who persuaded many, saying, Let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us.
Man, let's go ahead and vote, man. Come on, man. I mean, let's just get along with them because, hold hands, sing kumbaya. Yeah, I'm sarcastic, but you see this today. And you know this, y'all.
For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow. So this device pleased them well. Then certain of the people were so forward herein that they went to the king, who gave them license to do after the ordinances of the heathen.
Wow, did you hear that? So not only did they say, hey, come on, let's join with them, they went to the leaders in the Israelite community, or quote unquote their community, and said, hey, look, man, ever since we departed from these people, man, and we started going against them, man, it hasn't been great, man. I mean, I know we were let out of Egypt, and we have the stories of old and ancient days, but man, look, this is a brand new day, man. It's a new world. Come on, man. Technology's up. I mean, you see how they getting down. I mean, we can't go against them. They killing all of us, man. I mean, but hey, maybe if we make a deal with them, maybe they'll go light on us, man. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. We like the way we being robbed and spoiled. But check this out. It gets even worse.
Whereupon they built a place of exercise at Jerusalem, according to the customs of the heathen, and made themselves uncircumcised, and forsook the holy covenant, and joined themselves to the heathen, and were sold to do mischief.
Wow. Now that's a mouthful. So they built a place of exercise, meaning that, let's build a church. And and we'll allow certain things to happen. Like we have this law that was given to us, 10 commandments and all that stuff, but hey, look, let's not look at all of that, and let's show them that, hey, we're willing to, we shall overcome, all get along, kumbaya, hold hands and sing songs. Maybe that'll let them ease up on us, man. I mean, I know God told us not to do it, but hey, but look, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Just come on. Let's just try it out. Let's see how if it works for us.
Now when the kingdom was established before Antiochus, he thought to reign over Egypt, that he might have the dominion of 2 realms. Wherefore he entered into Egypt with a great multitude, with chariots and elephants and horsemen, and a great navy.
You do know that these are the Edomites that did this. Alexander the Great. Go to part 1, you can hear it. If you are in spirit, then you understand that Egypt is where they were, the Israelites, in bondage, slavery. And this Edomite went into, wow, he went into Egypt and said, and I'm not just satisfied with taking over Jerusalem. I want over there too, because hey, ain't these the people that I mean, remember the stories about what these Israelites, their God did? Yeah, man, they ain't doing nothing for them now. Let me go into Egypt and I'm gonna tear them down too. Yeah. Wicked ass dude, man. But hey, guess what? Listen more, and you'll hear what he did.
Made war against Ptolemy, king of Egypt. But Ptolemy was afraid of him and fled, and many were wounded to death. Thus they got the strong cities in the land of Egypt, and took the spoils thereof. And after that Antiochus had smitten Egypt, he returned again in the 143rd year, and went up against Israel and Jerusalem with a great multitude, and entered proudly into the sanctuary, and took away the golden altar, and the candlestick of light, and all the vessels thereof, and the table of the showbread, and the pouring vessels, and the vials, and the censers of gold, and the veil, and the crown, and the golden ornaments that were before the temple, all which he pulled off.
Man, sounds like he just went in there and stole their shit. And all of the things that were held sacred, or that were held and upheld in great esteem, because the Lord told his people to do these things and have the showbread and all the things that David, remember David, you read about him, Chronicles, First Kings, all those things that were supposed to be set up. This Edomite came in there, our own brothers, evil Esau, Edom means red. Those people, they came in there and at that time and took this stuff, probably put it in a museum like they do to this very day. And I have to curb it this way. Have you ever thought about like all these museums in France and in Europe, Eurasia, or let's just say Asia, because that's where it is. You find those music, and they're from other countries, and they hold them in there because they think that the people who it belongs to can't take care of it. Like they weren't taking care of it when they came there. Like they need somebody to be responsible for somebody else's stuff. You see how puffed up these freaks are? I have no hatred in my heart towards Edomites, but they still doing it to this day. Steal the crown jewels from France. Whose jewels were they? They're only theirs. Damn. Disgusting, but hey, here's a story of what happened before, and it's still repeating itself right now.
He took also the silver and the gold and the precious vessels. Also he took the hidden treasures which he found. And when he had taken all away, he went into his own land, having made a great massacre, and spoken very proudly.
Spoken very proudly. Yeah, all puffed up. Look what I did. I did this. I took their stuff. What are they going to do? I mean, come on. They can't do nothing against us. We have powerful weapons. We are the America. Oh, hold up. I can't get there just yet, because we're still in Eurasia. And Antiochus, the wicked Edomite that went in there and did this to the Israelites, Edomites, Israelites, not whites or blacks, but get it right. Yeah, and spoke real proud. Don't you hear him doing that to this very day? Shit, yeah. He's still doing it right now. I'm proud to be in a... Okay, hold up. I gotta let it keep going.
Therefore, there was a great mourning in Israel, in every place where they were.
No justice, no peace. Marching in the streets. Oh, man. Man, I can't believe this happened. We joined unto them. I thought they were going to be good guys. I mean, forget what God said. I thought we were being smart or wise. Yeah. Foolish. Yeah. Yeah. That's what it was. But you see what happens whenever you go against God, right? And I'm talking to the Israelites, to the true people of the book. You see what happens when you decide to deal with those who are evil? Even when they say they're not going to do it, they're still crooks to this very day.
So that the princes and elders mourned. The virgins and the young men were made feeble, and the beauty of women was changed.
Yeah, they all got eyelashes, fake hair, fake nails. They don't look good anymore. They talk crazy. And how can you deal with them? You broke. You ain't got no nothing, man. It's just disgusting. But, welcome to the land we're in right now. They went through this before. I'm sorry, y'all don't read.
Every bridegroom took up lamentation, and she that sat in the marriage chamber was in heaviness. The land...
Wow, so check this out. It gets really good. The marriage chamber. All the women that were in the marriage chamber. What do you think that's about? You had to be a virgin when you got married, so they were sitting in that marriage chamber in heaviness because they were like, "Oh shit, I've been fucking around. I mean, my hymen's been broken. I mean, there's an actual specific ceremony that goes on in our community, but damn, what's going to happen when he finds out that, I ain't gonna say nothing. They were ashamed because they knew that what they were doing going against the grain. Ain't that some crazy stuff? I mean, and the princes, the ones who were going into them, they were like, oh God, man, I got to deal with this horror. Yeah. You don't think they were thinking these things? I mean, welcome to the land we at right now, man. I mean, golly, man, it's like a reflection. First Maccabees. Yeah. We're still in the first chapter. It's better though.
Also was moved for the inhabitants thereof, and all the house of Jacob was covered with confusion.
Babylon. Confusion. Other customs. Heathens. Pseudo laws. Yeah. Can you see it now?
And after 2 years fully expired, the king sent his chief collector of tribute unto the cities of Judah, who
IRS. Give me your money. You gotta pay up, man. We're letting you live here in your own land, and you gotta pay us. Welcome to America. Ain't that crazy? I mean, yeah. You come to somebody else's land, take it over, make them pay you for living in where you shouldn't be. Evil.
came unto Jerusalem with a great multitude, and spake peaceable words unto them.
Oh yeah, you hear that a lot.
But all was deceit.
Oh, did you hear that? And spake peaceable words unto them, but all was deceit. For when they had given him credence, meaning the Edomite, he fell suddenly upon them and smote it very sore and destroyed much of the people of Israel. You see how wicked that is? I mean, they said they were gonna. Oh man, look, let's join with them. Let's make a place of exercise. Let's just live amongst them and let them do what they want to do because we're just trying to get along with them, hold hands, sing kumbaya and all of that. And then what did this guy do? Came and took all of their stuff first. Okay, then. And then he said, I spoke. Hey, look, we're not gonna do all that, but we want to get along with you. And then as soon as he said all that bull calm, guess what he did? He fell up on him, smote him real sore, made him. I mean, he went against his word to the native indigenous people. This should make real sense because out of 400 peace treaties, how many were broken by them? All of them. And they were telling him, hey. And now what do? They give them land in their own land and say, hey, we're letting you have this because we're American. First book of Maccabees. Part 2, layman's terms for dummies 101. I know you're smart, but if not, then this is for you.
For when they had given him credence, he fell suddenly upon the city, and smote it very sore, and destroyed much people of Israel. And when he had taken the spoils of the city, he set it on fire, and pulled down the houses and walls thereof on every side. But the women and children took they captive, and possessed the cattle. Then builded they the city of David with a great and strong wall, and with mighty towers, and made it a stronghold for them. And they put therein a sinful nation, wicked men, and fortified themselves therein. They stored it also with armor and victuals. And when they had gathered together the spoils of Jerusalem, they laid them up there. And so they became a sore snare. For it was a place to lie in wait against the sanctuary, and an evil adversary to Israel.
So imagine it like this. You're at your house. You have some people come to your house, your land, and they take your stuff. And then not only do they take it, they store it up in a building in your own land, in your own city. Matter of fact, in your own house. And you got to sit there and see that what they're doing with it, they're not the people that should be having it. They're not the people that should be dealing with any of it. But yet, now guess what we can do? We can just lay it up there and they better not do nothing about it because it's ours now. And if you come and try to take any of your stuff back because we said that it's ours, we're not giving it to you back. We stole it from you and you should be okay with this and let it be right in your face, in your own city, in your own land. And how does that feel? Yeah. Open up your mouth and eat this shit cake, because if you do anything about it, we'll kill you. If you say that, oh, I'm not supposed to have it, but who are you again? Oh, this ain't yours anymore. You don't know? Your grandfather was born in this land, and it's not theirs or yours anymore. Now, like I said, 101, you know what I'm saying? And by the way, these people, Greeks and Romans, Edomites, your own brothers, doing this to you. Thou shalt not abhor or hate any Edomite. I don't, but I know God knows he can hate perfectly, because he's the only one that's right. And he was showing them in that time that, to those who want to go against what I said, I told you not to do it. In Deuteronomy, it was read. If you read it, you see what happens when you depart. And the curses, that's when they started. They're under them in the year 147 AD. I guess I don't know why they don't want to go back to that time and even do any history, because I never learned that in America. But, in this book, you can definitely see that, this is what they do. And it continues to this very day. This is 16 minutes. And I might seem lame, but you know what? Somebody got to be able to explain this if you can't understand that what you're seeing in this book right now is the same thing that's happening where you're sitting down. And who cares if you think I'm stupid? You stupid if you think that if you believe in the Most High, or since you believe in the Most High God of heaven and earth, how could you ever have any justice or peace in a land where you're not even supposed to be agreeing with them? And these are not your brethren. These are not the people that you should be thinking that, oh man, this is great. It's almost like heaven. Because in order for you to think that, there's going to be a hell for somebody else, and it's probably you. Yeah, I'm out. That was part 2, and I'll let it go. First book of Maccabees, chapter 1, verse number 37. And that's where it ends. But we're going to begin again. KRAFT, knowledge reigns after foolish transgressions. All praises to the Most High, Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shah. Yeah. If your spirit hears this and it resonates with you, and chances is you have open eyes. And consider it like this, people. Whenever you go into a dark room or you're in one and the light cuts on, you have to squint, because, light separates darkness. But when you look long enough, you start seeing what's going on around you. I love y'all. It's the only reason I tell you this. Shalom. Peace and blessings.